What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Track and Ace. So let's talk about this, man. Caitlin Clark's coach, man. This is, Christy Sass, man. They are on, like, Caitlin Clark's fans are on Christy Sass' helmet, bro. They are they're really ripping into it. They were ripping into it already before the season started. They're really ripping into it right now after last night's huge loss to the New York Liberty for the Fever's home opener, Caitlin Clark's home opener in the or debuted at home in the WNBA. So they were ripping her. They got absolutely destroyed in that game. And Caitlin Clark has been played out of position on this team. She's been playing the 2 instead of the 1. For those of y'all who don't know, the 2 is shooting guard, 1 is point guard. And, Caitlin played primarily point in college. She's also a good distributor. She gets a lot of assists. That was her role in college. Like, it was not just the shoot. It was also the pass, the ball. And she dictated the offense. And I agree with people. Like, Caitlin Clark, she had a ball in her hand. Like, it's unrealistic to say 100% of the time. Even MJ and Kobe didn't have the ball in their hands 100% of the time. But at least, I'm going to say like at least 80 to 5, like around 80 to 85% of the time. For those guys watching NBA playoffs right now, you see Brunson, Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. These guys got the ball in their hands a lot during the game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. These dudes got the ball in their hand a lot during the game. You could even go to Tyrese Halliburton in Indiana, like, because he plays point. Same team, as far as the NBA's male counterpart, the Pacers. And you're watching him throughout the playoffs as well. He's the point guard. He's got the ball in his hands. If it's not him, then it's probably like Siakam taking the ball up the court. You know what I mean? Because Siakam did that shit in Toronto. Point forward. So, with Caitlin Clark, man, she's had to relegate herself to the corner. People are also getting on Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler, who's a teammate. A lot of people feel like Erica Wheeler is hating on Caitlin Clark. Now, Erica Wheeler is a veteran in this league. She's in her 30s. So she don't got that much time left in the league. But she is ball hogging away from Caitlin Clark, not really passing to Caitlin Clark. So people are on her helmet too. They're not just giving all the smoke to Chrissy Sass. They're getting on Erica Wheeler too. And some people are claiming like, hey, Caitlin Clark's joy for the game is dead right now because of all this shit. And I understand people like the people who are defending Caitlin Clark or really noticing things, like it don't even got to be making Caitlin Clark happy. It could be, not making defending Caitlin Clark. It's just people watching what they see. Like, I see a lot of neutral people saying this as well. It's not just, Caitlin Clark fans. It's a lot of neutral people saying the same thing. They know it's the same thing. Like, everyone knows how Caitlin Clark played in college. Now, we don't expect everything to be the same as it was in college. She don't got the same kind of competition. Probably about, again, I'm going to go with the 80% number, 80, probably even closer to 90%. And the competition is nothing like the NBA in college. You know what I mean? Like, girls are more physical at this level. You got grown-ass women who are 5 to 10 years older than Caitlin Clark. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more stronger at this level. So Caitlin is going to have to adjust to the physical part of the game. That was a given her going to the NBA. That's going to be the biggest adjustment for Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. You know what I mean? Because you got defenses like the Connecticut Sun that are just ferocious. You know what I mean? She's going to see the Las Vegas Aces at some point. I think she sees the Aces like in the first 2 weeks of the season. It's a very hard schedule. Look, here's the thing that's suspected about Indiana. They don't got a lot of talent outside of Aaliyah Boston, but they're a young team. You know what I'm saying? They're going to lose. Like the Liberty and the Sun are like the class of the Eastern Conference right now. So, these are the 2 teams that were just in the Eastern Conference Finals last season. So, Indiana was expected to lose and maybe even get blown out in these games. That's not the problem. You know what I'm saying? There's a learning curve in this league, Caitlin Clark is eventually going to be the best player on her team and one of the best players in the WNBA, if not maybe the best one day. It's just inevitable. Like, she just got to get used to the game. But The problem right now with the Fever, and it kind of reminds me of Victor Wembanyama earlier in the season for the San Antonio Spurs, where it seemed like the teammates weren't passing to him, like they were jealous of him. Greg Popovich wasn't setting a lot of plays for him. Like, he wasn't getting the ball a lot. And it kind of feels that way for Caitlin Clark right now as well. But once Victor got more comfortable, you start to see Victor Wembanyama really start to take off, you know? And I think the same thing's going to happen with Caitlin Clark. I think she's going to be okay, but there is some concern with Coach Christy Sass, who they're giving a lot of smoke to. Because Christy Sass doesn't allow Caitlin Clark to dictate the offense and run it, if it continues to go like this the rest of the season, it's going to be awful. And the WNBA needs Caitlin Clark to be one of the top players in the league. Like, you know, this is her rookie season, but she needs to be the undisputed rookie of the year. You know what I mean? So, I haven't seen all the other games yet to see, like, what all the rookies are doing yet. Caitlin Clark's performance on Tuesday should have her in the lead at least right now. She had the points weren't there for her last. I think she only had like 9 points last night, but she still had a lot of assists and rebounds, so she still contributed. Now she faces the Liberty tomorrow afternoon, and we'll see how that game goes. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to cover the game. If I do, I'll definitely try to cover the game on the channel. It'll be an early Saturday afternoon game on ABC, so make sure y'all check that out. And then they got the Sun again at home on Monday, so yeah, it's a ferocious schedule. They got the Seattle Storm, I think, Wednesday, but it's on the West Coast, so they got to go to Seattle to play that game. Fever could get their first win that game. We'll see how that game goes, but the thing that I'm seeing right now is with the Fever, they don't got no talent, bro. Like, Caitlin Clark is going to have to win these games by herself. It's getting to that point. Leah Boston should be playing better as well. She seems lost right now. And look, again, Erica Wheeler needs to have the ball taken out of her hands, you know. Don't even know why she's on this team. You know what I mean? She's going to have to get the ball taken out of her hands. And if Chrissy Sass doesn't make any changes, you know, because the team was already shit the year before, I believe Chrissy Sass, there's a chance she might not make it through the whole season if this continues to go this way. Because ownership, they know Caitlin Clark's a cash cow, and if they see that this is a continued problem, if it's not done during the season, it's going to be done after the season for sure. You know, if we don't see improvements from this team, Christy Sass will be gone. You know what I'm saying? In replace with a coach that understands Caitlin Clark a little better. And I think they should hire a different coach anyways, because you got to get someone that understands Caitlin's style of basketball in there anyways. So hopefully they make that change going forward in the future. So we'll see what happens, man. But give me your thoughts on this, man. I thought it was a really interesting thing that Caitlin Clark is going through to start her career. It's the criticism warranted on Erica and Christy? Yes, it is. But I would preface this and say that it doesn't mean things can't change. Because I'm really paying attention to how this goes for Indiana if they improve as the season goes along, as far as Aaliyah Boston. Because it should be another thing. I know somebody said Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark should be like John Stockton, Karl Malone, or what you see with Jokic and Murray right now in Denver. Like a 1-2 combo with the center, power forward, with the point guard. Should be a lot of pick and rolls. I ain't even really seen too much of that yet. Because they gotta, in order for this team to go somewhere, Aaliyah Boston gotta get going too. And the only way for her to get going is to have that connection between her and Caitlin Clark passing the ball to each other, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even seeing that. I'm seeing Caitlin Clark in the corner like she Klay Thompson. She should be like Steph Curry. That's her game, is Steph Curry. You need to have her in that role, bro. And Aaliyah Boston could be Draymond Green. They just need a Klay Thompson. Like, I think they need a 3-point shooter in the corner that Caitlin Clark could look for. But we'll see what happens, man. It's very interesting. Go on ahead and give this video a like, share, subscribe. Give me your comments, thoughts below. Thank y'all for watching this one after dude. Oh, that was my old channel. Thank y'all for watching Track It Ace.